So after doing all the electrical, it's looking like this. I have the ignition, I have the headlights, I have interior lights, fan, I have the gauges, and I have wired up the glow plugs with a relay. So for the ignition lock, I got a tractor one, and it's has the plugs on the left and ignition and starter on the right, so that's just what I need for the loader. Now I need to wire in the new unit, so this is the positive. I'm gonna see if the power is out. Make a new end, so it will be this, and this should be heat shrink. At least that's what the description said. Ignition. So the fuel pump solenoid in this case. It's all connected. If the schematics on the ignition lock is correct, the loader should start up. Nice, okay. Ordered some stuff also from the cheap internet store, and I modeled some holders for these, and the first one was for the platform I intended to make a dash out of, but I just couldn't find a place for that, so I did a version 2. So this is on a surface, and I think it's going to be around here. Only problem is the light switches and the cooling switch, which I wanna put on this panel. I need to find a good place for this panel. Originally this was going to go flat on the dash, and I modeled this adapter also for it, but I might have to print something else for it. I'm gonna get the gauges to see how it looks. Oh, the new interior. Yeah, really easily spottable place. The key is where a key should be. Door latch is just at the... So... Oh yeah, I got the steering little thing. Oh, it came with the wrench, so... be a simple install. It's kind of loose. Yeah. The steering is boosted. Quality product. Steering booster. For the oil pressure gauge to show something, they give you this sensor that hopefully is the same thread as the VW original one. Yeah, seems that the thread matches. Has to go in really free, otherwise it's cross-threaded. Take a signal wire from that terminal to the cluster. I got some nice wires for the project. I'm gonna leave the other end long right now. I'm gonna have to route the water temp sensor also, but I don't think I have the spot for the water temp sensor. So I'm just gonna wind up the excess wire over here, and when I will find the adapter for the sensor, then I can just hook up the wire and the sensor will work. Wow. Take the instrument cluster off and I'm gonna start wiring it up. So I took out a plug on the oil filter housing on the connection, and the temperature sensor just bolted on. It was a conical thread, so I put some Loctite wrap around it and I started it up and didn't see any oil leaks. All needs to be connected up. So this is a cloth tape and it makes a nice look to the wire. They sell these generic fuse boxes, one bigger wire in and then 6 channels out, to each their own fuse, and feels like it has some metal in it, so I hope this won't catch fire. So okay. So 20 amp fuse in front of the ignition switch, and I can also connect the heater. Yeah, this is one way to press or to crimp the ends. As for the switch base, I remodeled the thing a bit so it would mount on this surface. The print finished and it looks like this. So now it's a surface mounted one. It all fits in here. I can easily connect the powers, and I have M6s on the bottom, so I can screw it in from the outside. And I broke my other shock. I was somewhat lucky because the first time the spring was broken on the other end, so I can just rebuild. Okay, if this breaks, then I don't have any spares. I'm not gonna tighten it, I just wanted to check that the holes aligned. This seems to be the most direct route, and then over there to this light. Okay. I made some sleeves. This air hose, 8mm air hose, and I spliced it open also, and it goes quite snugly on this wire, and I hope this will add a decent layer of protection. Inside it looks like this now. Well, since everything here needs a ground, then I'm gonna make a ground point on this. Almost forgot that I bought this interior lighting kit. I think I need to make a ground point somewhere for the lights. Meanwhile, I thought I'd route the fan cable through the wall. Tidying up the loom. I think I have all the wires I need now. I added one wire to the switch block for the fan. To wire up the switch panel, I have wires. Connected the power and the ground, and spliced up crimped the ends for the things. This is the fan relay. This is the fan, and this is the ground. This is the signal for the relay. Let's test it. Oh. Okay, the lights, both of them, and the cabin lights. We are progressing, so I need to clean up the zip ties, then I need to start working on the cluster. Each has a negative wire and a positive wire, and the two have signal wires. I need to install the holders for the gauges also. Oh, the wires on the backlighting are so tiny. I'm gonna put ferrules, these little things on the ends, so I can plug them in a connector. My camera card is full, so I'm recording with the phone. I got the thing wired in, all the lights, sensors, power, grounds. Should work now. Oh yes. The voltmeter shows the lights work. Can't see the temperature or the pressure yet. I don't have glow plugs connected yet. The relay is going to sit on that wall, and it's gonna get its power from the generator terminal. These connectors are really cheap and work well on the glow plugs. Plugs back. All there is to connect the power cable to this fuse. So I think we are quite done with the dash and also the electrical. And I cannot erase this one. I'm gonna get the alternator off the engine and I'm gonna take it to a shop. Let's see if they can figure out what is wrong with this. It has RGB lights. A feature, I have different modes. I can have it just change color when it's there's a sound present.